Come with me to see something strange unfold. Hear the weirdest tale that was ever told. From this rare depiction, some will swear it's fiction, yet each peculiar twist that I tell is true, and you shall see it in plain view, right before your eyes. Marvel as magic is on display, right before your eyes. All might seem tragic, but then it's okay. Pull from you surprise, right before your eyes. Buckle up, we're off on a bumpy ride. Where a magic spell and a boy collide. Plus a story features
Tons of crazy creatures
and
too atrocious on stage child with me. Oh dear.
who knows what might appear.
Right before your eyes.
Just and scary at nature's start.
Right before your eyes.
Children, be wary if you're faint of heart. Pray that no one dies.
Right before your eyes. We'll make a potion that can glow in the dark. We'll soar to the northern star. Things might get kooky or spooky.
You might want a shark.
It's all a bit bizarre. Right before your eyes, there might be sunshine or thunder, but we proceed. Right before your eyes, we see and wonder what else can we need.
We've got James and the giant, Peach that flies,
A pack of actors, all in disguise.
so that curtain rise.
Right before, right before, right before your eyes. Mom? Dad? No! 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 Come here, little ladybug. Don't be afraid. I promise I won't hurt you. Come here. I see you too, Mr. Grasshopper. Join us. But we must be very quiet, or we'll wake the other children, and the matron will be very angry. Now come here. We must keep these very safe. This is no place for the two of you. You can go anywhere you want. I can't leave because I have no place to go. Where do you go when you're flying away? Where do you go when they can't make you stay? Over the garden and scraping the tops of the trees. On your way home, on Parked in the clouds, is there somewhere you won't be alone? And when you get there, is it perfect? And when you get there, is there someone waiting for you? May I hold on to your wings and come to on your way
Get up at once.
But why?
You're leaving the orphanage, effective immediately. Here, put this on.
But where am I to go?
They found a family to take you in.
But I don't have any family.
You've got 2 aunts. They live in Dover.
Dover, but Ireland is where I lived with my mum and dad.
And Dover's where you live with your aunties. Put your things in it.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, is that all you've got? No clothes, no toothbrush.
These belong to my parents, and they're the most important things in the entire world to me.
The most important things from here on in is your aunties. You do everything they tell you. Don't talk back, you'll be a nuisance.
Yes, Mum.
Right, we better hurry up if we're going to make train to Dover.
Right before your eyes, 2 atrocious aunts every child will fear. Oh dear.
Sparta!
What is it, Spun?
What are we gonna do tonight?
Same thing we did yesterday, and the day before that. And the same thing we're going to do the day after, the day after, the day after tomorrow. You mean? That's right. We're going to eke out a living till whatever's necessary to get ahead of this nasty, cruel world. Wretched families dragging every pocket, ruby pendants, solid silver lockets. We can help relieve you of some
Are
pounds.
you calling me fat?
I'm throwing money pigeons around. They're distracted. Look at me, I'm stunning.
I'm swimming so masterfully cunning.
Get rich.
I do like how that sounds. Ha ha ha!
So hard to resist.
And if it slips from your waist, too bad. Property is like a ransom.
Heaven forbid you might be missing some quid.
This property is like a ransom.
Spiker is done to with you. We didn't do it. As long as you keep them contributions to the police fund up to date, we've got no trouble with you. And how can we be of help to such a well-respected representative of Scotland Yard? I'll telegram here for the 2 of you. Thanks, mate. What's it say? What's it say? It says, we're having a baby. Blah, 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 parents, blah, blah, blah. Eaten by a rhino. Blah, blah. Oh, dear me. We're the only living relatives to an orphan child thingy named James.
Holy devil, nasty puking babies. So revolting, chickenpox and rabies. Grab a shovel, start eating my grape. Just imagine a lice infested one of those.
Not so quickly, yes, we could bemoan it, but there's no need to. Technically, we own it. James can be a prodigal slave.
Oh, my dear little cousin. Nephew. My dear little nephew, Jack. It's James.
Oh, Jeff, how we've missed you!
Some sort of pain that doesn't this where you live?
You see that cottage up on the top of that hill? That's where me and Sponge live.
And where will I stay?
You see that door? The one at the bottom of them stairs. The one that leads to the dirt cellar.
Yes, Mum.
That's where you live. Along with the rest of the creepy crawlies. What you got in the suitcase?
It's nothing really.
I'd like to see what's inside, wouldn't you, Sponge? I would. Show us what's in the case. Show us what's in the case. That's it. That's all you've got. A pair of glasses and a scarf. Oh, rather like this scarf. Hey, Spikes, do these glasses make me look smart? It's unlikely, dear.
May I have them back, please? They belong to my parents.
About that, how stupid you have to be eaten by a rhino. In broad daylight, mind you.
My parents were not stupid!
Careful!
Not so grabby!
Not so grabby! Isn't he a beast? The only reason we claimed you is because we need a smell around here. And the money Spikes. We get £27 a week. £27 won't even cover us room and board. You're going to have to put the bed on here, understand?
Yes, Mum.
That's right. I must find something useful for the little guy to do.
Is that the seashore? Way down at the bottom of the hill? Oh, look at all the kids playing by the sea.
Have that little beast shot down that wretched peach tree. It's full of spiders and crawling vermin.
Do you think we could go?
Not when there's work to be done. Now wait a bit, Spikes. It is an extraordinarily hot day. Maybe a trip to the seashore is just what we need. James, run inside and grab the picnic basket from the Frigidaire. It's chock full of lovely bites. Perfect for the beach.
Yes, Mum.
You did make extra sandwiches, didn't you? I did.
Oh, I love sandwiches.
The day at the beach sounds delightful. All those men showing off all those muscles. Lemon spiders, rabbits all over me.
I told you that tree was full of vermin.
Don't just stand there gawking at me. Oh, Spikes, don't move. There's a huge, horrible-looking spider on your head. Get off! Get off! Gotcha! Thanks, mate. Don't mention it.
Aunties, I've got the basket. Let's hurry.
Let's! The little beast knew he was coming with us! James, please pay very careful attention to what I'm about to say to you. You will never be seen in public with us. That's right.
We don't associate with ugly.
You'll take that axe and chop down that one old peach tree and kill every crawling thing that you find. Come, sponges, let's head for the beach. With me!
Right before your eyes, see a magic spell and the ball light.
I'm really, really sorry about this. Ha! Mr. Sentiment, I guess you're gonna have to search elsewhere for dinner tonight. Now come here! Not fast, but I think I'm faster! Who are you?
Unimportant. Who are you, James Henry Trotter?
How do you know my name?
Knowing your name is inconsequential.
If you come any closer, I'll scream for my aunts.
And what makes you think those two hideous creatures would come running to your rescue?
They're my family.
Ha! Says who?
That's what I've been told.
Ah! But do you think so? There it is. The very first primordial ooze of an inkling that has the potential to lead to so many other phantasmarific things. Ha! James Henry Trotter, it's time you raised your expectations. That bag over there contains something remarculous. Take a look.
What's in it?
Well, it's most certainly not a Ferris wheel, since that wouldn't fit in the bag. And I suppose it's not a kitten, since the bag is airtight and... Oh dear. What if it is a kitten? You should really find it for yourself. And soon.
You'll stay there?
I promise.
It's heavy.
James, are you willing to reach into the great unknown and see what bizarre adventures the universe might have in store for you?
I don't know.
Come on, James! Only you can change the course of your wretched little life. What's it gonna be? Victim? Or hero?
It's okay. It's just a book. Why were you screaming?
To get your undivided attention. What's inside the book, James?
It's lists. No recipes with very strange ingredients.
Not recipes, no. Potions. Tonics. Wonder spells. Wish makers. Now all you have to do is pick a potion from the book, devour it, and fabulous, unbelievable things will happen to you. Splendiferous. Magical things. The core of this concoction can't be purchased at the auction. Can't be plucked from any shelf in any store. If each step is taken, wild magic will awaken. Wild magic like you've never seen before. Open wide and crawl inside the skin of some new. If you believe what's up my sleeve, I spin this spell for you. Then sippity sip, a magical trip, your drops are skipping town. Once the bubbling broth is frothing thick, then you gobble it quickly down. Okay, James, what's it gonna be?
I choose this one. Slithering crocodile tongues.
Connoisseur. First, we're gonna need these.
Ouch!
Precisely 10 hairs from your head, and into the bag they go. Now we must gather the rest of the ingredients and put them in here. But be sure to keep shaking. Got it?
Got it!
Shake it up, shake it up.
Shake it up.
Mix around and around. Hear that pipe and pumping sound. We twist and turn. Let them let go. Let that one shake up. Let them gobble it down, gobble it down.
Bring it back!
There's all slithering from our tongues. No change. That means the magic is working. What happens next, James?
You know what to do! Shake it up, shake it up! Shake it up! Mix around and around and around. Hear that pop, that's like a popping sound. Give a twist and a turn. Give a twist and a turn. Twist that, push it up. And gobble it down, gobble it down. Gobble it down, gobble it down. Gobble it, please, shake it, feel that magic. We can mix that up and gobble it down.
Now, listen closely, James. You must add exactly 7 drops of well water into this bag, and then drink the entire potion in one gulp. Remember, whoever the slithering crocodile tongues food first, be it fish or fowl, beast or bug, twig or tree, that will be the one who receives the full power of their magic.
Full power of their magic.
Now go. Go, James, go!
Give a twist and turn. Mix that, push it up. And gobble it down, gobble it down. Gobble it down, gobble it down. Gobble it down.
in the peach tree.
What is that?
It's a peach.
That tree ain't had so much as a blossom, let alone a peach in years.
Whoever the crocodile told to reach first.
After all those years, that tree finally grew a peach.
Strange, isn't it?
Auntie, look!
Holy devil! The peach! It grew!
Now, how is that possible?
I've no idea!
All right, listen, Sponges, what we got to do?
Oh, look, Slides! Look!
It's grown even larger.
Did it just grow again?
It did, Sponges, it did.
It's wonderful.
Oh, smell it! It's ripe. Go get a shovel and dig out a big hunk of it for us to eat!
Not yet. What's the point in having a giant peach if we aren't going to eat it? Look at it. Taunting me with its supple, peachy flesh.
You will pay good money just to look at it. Just follow my lead. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rolling up into the apron of the world. There's 1 shilling to the world's largest peach.
Aunties, there are reporters at the gate.
Reporters, bring 'em on!
Readers of the Morning Star don't know who you are, but they will.
You got something noble, so give me something quick!
Tell the Herald all the juice, exclusives get more cachet. Girls, what would you say to an expose? 'Cause there's money, money, money on that tree.
Tell me, I don't know what I just heard. That he owes me £1 a word.
Money, money, money on that tree. Can't you see all that money on that tree?
A helicopter just landed. They say they're from Hollywood.
Hollywood! Bring it
Love it, work it, let's get a richly greenlit my pitch. Warrior shout! They're on a flight on the Sunset Strip.
Shooting Eric, brave of you.
They're losing where the mass appeal.
Feels how would you feel with a free big deal? 'Cause there's money, money, money on that tree.
Maybe everything you heard is true. Life is marvelous and Malibu.
Money, money, money on that tree. Can't you see all that money on that tree? What the God? What the God? You was previously and the big bad yard. Target job, beneath the job, target school, school. 'Cause there's money, money, money on that tree. If you want to get it, you're gonna be continuous. Money, money, money on that tree. Can't you see all that money on that, money on that, money, yeah. Money, yeah. All that money on that, money on that, money on that
Nothing to do now but watch the money roll in.
How many contracts do you reckon we signed?
Hundreds, my dear, and all the money's paid in advance. All we got to do is deliver that peach.
seems easy enough?
We're rich!
We're gonna be famous!
Do you think we can move to the seashore? Or perhaps take a trip?
We ain't doing nothing.
But it was me that made the peach grow.
Liar!
But I did make the peach grow.
You can make my toenails grow.
My dear, dear, foolish boy, James. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James, whatever, Trotter,
I, James Henry Trotter,
am a worthless, lying little boy, and nobody will ever care about anything I have to say. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever, ever, ever!
Nasty little ideas and the clever little comments to yourself.
Hey, Sponge, what do you think of my new scarf?
Not nearly as lovely as my new glasses.
Oh dear, look what I've done!
stop, please stop.
Now, you listen to me, James. Lying little boys like you need to be punished. So from now on, you'll sleep outside.
light. Keep away from me!
Who are you talking to, Spider?
I'm not quite sure, Grasshopper.
Hey, is anyone hungry?
Oh, I could go for a nibble, Centipede.
I'm feeling rather peckish myself, Ladybug. Could I, a little light, please?
Look who's here.
My good boy!
The only thing I'm waiting for is dinner. I'm starved.
But whatever are we to eat? You're not going to eat me!
I mean,
Everybody, calm down.
What's that? Is it gone? Is it gone?
Nothing to be afraid of. It's just a little boy.
Little boy's the worst of this kind.
He does have a point.
That's it, I'm eating.
Take one more step and I'll separate your head from your torso.
I can.
Proper introductions are in order. I'll go first. I am a lady after all. I am a lady. The lady of the Order of the 9 Spotters. You know, the more spots one has, the more intelligent and respectable one is. Now, who might you be?
I'm James. James Henry Trotty.
That name.
I think it's a fine name. I'm Grasshopper.
And I'm Spider. Look at them eyes. You're clever like a spider, aren't you, James?
I wouldn't know.
I'm Earthworm. You gave me quite a scare before, but I'm prone to irrational fits of fear. What was that? What was that?
It was just me shaking your hand. I'm afraid he can't see very well, and well, he has no spots.
I may not see very well, but my hearing is impeccable, Ladybug.
And I'm Centipede. Thing of is, the guy's going to eat you while sleeping.
What are you?
We're insects, James. Well, at least we were insects.
Until we ate the green things. And now I'm afraid we're something quite different.
The Slytherin crocodile tongues. You must have eaten the Slytherin crocodile tongues. Of course.
So, James, tell us what's your plan.
Huh?
We need to get away from these horrible women as soon as possible.
No one wants to hear what I've got to say.
I knew you were nervous. That's it. We're doing it my way.
But I don't like his way. I don't like it at all.
If we leave the safety of this peach, Spiker and Sponge will surely kill us all.
Centipede's going to cut through the stem and the peach will gently roll down the hill.
And then we'll be free to go our own way and back with our own kind.
That's it. I've got it. I've cut through the stem. Our adventure begins.
This is a very bad idea.
Hold on tight, everyone. Here we go.
The peach started rolling. It rolled right over Spike and Sponge. It flew through fences and fields, frightening farm animals of all shapes and sizes. The peach reached the chalky cliffs of Dover. It soared right over the edge of the cliff and splash!
I'm okay.
I'm not sure.
I shall never be the same again. James, I've used my invisible web to spin that ladder. To be a deer and climb up top and take a look. You can spin a ladder, of course.
Whoa! My boy, what do you see?
You must come up and see for yourselves.
Unbelievable!
Impossible! We're floating.
What in the ocean? What?
It seems you find yourselves in rather an awkward position.
Awkward is hardly the word for it. Have you ever seen an earthworm swim?
No, I haven't.
That's because we can't.
All right.
We're not sinking at all.
The peach does seem rather seaworthy.
Where do you suppose we're heading?
Oh, definitely France. The peach must have rolled over the cliffs of Dover. The beautiful French city of Calais is barely 20 miles away. Then we should be across the channel and on dry land in no time at all.
This peach ain't never going to make it all the way to France.
Centipede's right. We'll never make it to France. And we've no food, no water.
But the sky is clear and the sea is calm. There's nothing to do, nothing to enjoy the adventure. Tally over and away we go. Just catch this shoot and sing with me. We'll set ourselves and nothing to see. No place where we gotta be, so go.
We're tumbling off where nobody's been, where true adventure songs begin.
Take a word at a time, but we hide. No direction, a map is never meant man. Drifting off that land, all we need is a soul.
At the intersection where ocean meets the sky.
We're all gonna die.
Falling from Lord, floating alone, floating alone.
La la la
Floating
la.
alone. Watch Chris go wrong, singing a song.
Pete will never make it to France.
The words are,
Who knows what monsters we're gonna meet? A 10-ton drag with fans on his feet.
a hairy skunk with a scary scream.
Wake up, slumber with school. Who could get mad and eat for lunch? You do get through one ST.
No direction, I'm the man. Drifting off the backpack, all we need is a song. At the intersection where ocean meets the sky, feels like I could fly.
Try to
Floating along, floating along.
La 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 la, floating along.
La 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 la, what could go wrong? Singing a song. La 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 la. Floating along.
Farewell, safe travels. Beware being swept out to sea. Bye for now, bye-bye.
Bloody Pete really killed me! That thing rolled right over us, and then it rolled away. Far, far away. Spikers, the boy, what's become of him?
Who cares? He's probably dead.
But don't you find it strange that the boy and our Peach disappeared on the very same night?
We got bigger problems than the boy. Didn't you read any of them contracts we signed?
Only the part about the money coming in advance.
Do you know what an advance is?
Yeah, we get oodles of money just for signing them contracts.
It's money paid in advance!
In advance!
Of what? Delivering on all the promises we made. TV appearances, magazines, movies. Can't do any of them without a bloody giant peach.
So this is bad.
It's worse than bad. You twit! We could go to jail. Sponge, we got to get out of here before anyone misses that peach.
Too late! There's a crowd heading up the hill!
Those police cars.
Go on, helicopters!
We'll pack up our junk and shove it all in a truck and get away from Spiker and Sponge. Be gone in a flash, the rest of the cash, and get away from Spiker and Sponge.
Comb the ground, check the lost and found.
So, where are we going? I'm bloody no guess. We're moving it hard, ta-ta's going yard.
Get away, Spiker and Sponge.
You can run.
You can hide!
We're the only family you've got.
Oh, James! James, dear, it's all right. You're having a bad dream.
I have it all the time.
I don't like scary dreams either, James.
Here, have a bit of peach. I warmed it under my wing and added a drizzle of honey that I found in my purse. You know, although this might not be the intended outcome of our little escape, well, it certainly does feel quite wonderful to be free of the wretched hillside.
And Spiker and Sponge.
Did you know they killed and ate my fiancé? No. Tell them what happened to you, Centipede.
Who cares?
We're sharing.
Fine. Picture me. Not much more than a larva, or a wee lad of a centipede. I was out with my mum, my dad, and my granddad, fixing a pair of custom boots for the king of the giant centipedes. There was 100 mid-calf laced boots with some jewel beetles and purple laces. See, we were just laced up the final pair of boots, and then there was this flash of light. And the room was filled with this poisonous gas. And my granddaddy pushed me to safety, but my mum, my dad, and my granddaddy, well, none of them made it. They were all fumigated by Spiker and Sponge in the Great Raid of 59.
Those two monsters hated everything, even ladybugs. Who doesn't like ladybugs?
Spikers are horrible to everyone.
Spiker and Sponge are just like the rest of you humans.
Centipede, James is one of us.
James is a human boy. His kind pull up our legs and burn us with magnifying glasses. He is not one of us. He will never be one of us.
James, ignore him. His type are pests.
And yours are snobs.
James, you haven't said anything about your family. Where are they?
They must be very worried about you.
James, it's all right. You can tell us.
My parents were in a horrible accident. Now they're gone.
Oh, James, I'm so sorry.
That's why I was sent to live with Spiker and Sponge, so that I could be with my family.
They certainly didn't act like family.
Families are kind.
And patient.
And a family loves you whether you're a boy or a girl. Or in my case, both.
James, I've lost my family as well.
As have I, and I miss them terribly.
I miss my mum and dad every second of every day.
Of course you do.
Your parents are with you always. Of course they are. Someone leaves, who knows why, and you never said goodbye. But once we go, we're not gone. We keep living on and on. She whispers in the breeze, he's waving from a star. They are with you everywhere that you Left your world all too soon. Look, his face is in the moon. And there she smiles, beaming proud. See her laughing in the clouds.
And when you feel alone, love is never far.
They are with you everywhere that you in the music of the forest, in the waves against the suns, from the heavens to the freckles on your hands. Nothing's lost once you found them in every breath and sound.
When you're brave, when you're true,
That's the part of them in you. If you can just believe, it's beautifully bizarre how they're with you in everything that you
feel them there.
and everywhere.
In
Everything that you
Do you really think my parents are with me?
I know it, James.
And in time you will too. But how will I know? Because you'll feel it. Right in here.
I think we should get some rest. It's going to be a long night.
welcome, ladies, and thank you for choosing the jewel of the seas for your transatlantic journey. Here we are, 2 of our best seats. May I get you anything?
A double fitting.
Right away.
A first-class cruise to New York. How continental are we? Any moment now, the Statue of Liberty will be coming into view. In a few hours, we'll be starting our new life in New York City. How much money we got left? Just enough to set up the old routine. I hear Coney Island's full of suckers.
Spikes, I'm too old to work the boardwalk.
Hey, got a choice sponge, got to make a living.
We were so close if we hadn't lost that bloody peach.
Here we are, ladies. What in heaven's name is that?
What's what?
Not there, out there, floating in the ocean.
Now, wait a bit. That looks like a giant peach. That's our peach. And that's James.
Someone's right, Spikes. The little devil took our peach. James Henry Trotter, you bring us back our peach.
They can't hear you.
Those people on the giant peach with that little boy.
Those aren't people. They look like giant bugs. Call the Air Force, call the Army, call the police! Because we've got to let the world know that our dear, darling nephew has been kidnapped. Sponge, my dear, we've got to follow that peach!
It's a beautiful sunrise. It is beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful. Indeed.
Hey, someone feel a bit burpy in the intestines?
Probably ate too much peach.
I'm gonna.
Are you alright?
Yeah, much better. Look! Is that a sea monster? Is that a sea monster? What is that?
They're sharks!
Sharks!
There's hundreds of them, and they're coming this way!
What do they want?
I think they're eating the peach.
But they'll sink the ship.
Is there nothing we can
Oh, I still feel a bit.
do? You must see this. There are thousands of seagulls eating centipedes on it.
Shoot, you blasted seagull!
Seagulls! I'm terrified of seagulls!
Hold on, everyone! They're moving back! They need a giant chunk out of the peach. Is there nothing we can do? There is something. Tell us. Well, if an aeroplane can take us to the sky, why can't a peach?
Because an aeroplane has engines and wings.
And so do we. Oh, the seagulls! Exactly. They can be our engines and our wings.
How's that gonna work?
Spider, is your web strong? Strongest in the world? And invisible? Can you make lots and considerable web you need? Perfect. We'll leave Spider's webs to the seagull's neck, and we'll tie the other end to the stem of the peach.
But how do you get the seagulls down in?
I find that term incredibly insensitive.
Which were the biggest, juiciest earthworm in the entire world. There are seagulls?
You may stop right there. I'm not about to be pecked to death by a flock of seagulls.
Oh, but you won't have to give up your life.
Yes, I will. I know I will.
And I won't let them touch you, earthworm, I promise.
You really promise?
I do.
Fine. I'll do it. For you, James.
Thank you, earthworm. Action stations, everyone. We've not a moment to lose.
This thing never gonna work.
Hey, seagulls, check this out. If you are viewing me in your bird's eye view, I've got a sweet little treat that's just for you. Here to tease and make you sweat. So let me season this and that. Come and squeeze this luscious little web.
Plump and juicy, I'm your yummy gummy. Plump and juicy, making your tummy plump and juicy. So delicious, pink slurping plump, and you'll see. When it's me you're slurping, come and get some lump and you'll see. I guess it looks like you will, at least you tried.
I'll give you double the pleasure, twice the snack.
Start dividing a one, then two, go back.
Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Fancy feast.
Bring a friend or 12 at least.
Oh, don't pretend I'm not a handsome beast. When I'm so
Come and you see.
I don't look it,
Come and you see.
but you know you're
Come and you see. I'm nutritious.
once you peck your beckon for sex.
Come and you see.
See your eyes.
Come and you see.
It's all plump and juicy. Come here, seagulls, there's ruffles and feathers. Ooh, this feels good. It'll be before it's gone. And I leave. Let go, Nico, mommy. Skip the fish, 'cause I'll fulfill your every wish. Come try a dish that's so delish. The much juicy.
Something quite fruitful shall take to the skies.
It worked! We're flying! We're actually soaring through the air! We are flying! Oh, in the wonderful airplane in the entire world!
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Is there something wrong,
The
Earthworm?
problem is.
Yes?
The problem is.
Come on, out with it!
The problem is. That there is no problem.
Oh, but there is a problem which each of you continues to ignore. What happens to your fiancé, Spider? Or your family, Ladybug? Or yours, or mine? They were all killed by humans. Sure, aren't we all lucky? The humans saved the day, but what do you think's going to happen when it's sick and tired of playing with the bugs? That'll be that slap, zap, squish! We'll all be.
Spider, quick! Start spinning, I'm going after him! Here, tie this around your waist. The rest of you, hold on! If you feel free toes, start holding me back up at once. Do you understand?
Yes.
Push me long!
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Keep feeding him web.
Do you think we'll ever see any of them again?
I don't care if it's about centipede, but James has been so very nice to me.
Oh, don't stop crying now, but you'll get us all started. So, Zach,
We're never going to see him again.
My dear sweet James. Right, and on 3. And 1, and 2, and 3. Pull with royal might.
He saved me. The boy saved me. He swam around the ocean, he found me, and then that human saved me.
That was very brave of you, James.
I have a question. Could you get centipede underwater for just a little bit longer?
Centipede's really not that bad, Earthworm. He's just angry because his family was taken away from him too soon. Still think all humans are the same?
I don't know what to think anymore.
You really should apologise.
I know.
Well,
I don't know how.
look there! Look at the size of these buildings! That's the Empire
We're here with the commander of the United States Air Force. Surrender at once!
That's fun.
You have 3 seconds to return our peach. 3, 2, 1.
Right before your eyes.
Launch the attack helicopters.
Right before your eyes.
Fire the heat-seeking missiles.
Look and you surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. We're about to make our final descent into New York's JFK International Airport. To your right, you'll see the Empire State Building, and in front of us, you'll notice a giant peach flying directly towards us. The plane flies right through the southern strings. The peach plummeted towards the earth. Passengers scream. Some said things like,
I think this is it, Mariah.
and then BAM! The peach rolls earth, landing on the spire of the Empire State Building.
Right before.
Look at that! It's a giant peach!
Right before.
Empire State Building!
Right before your
You can have the peach.
Oh, we're here for much more than just the beach. That's right. We're taking our little rats back home where you belong. You can run, you can hide. You're with the only family you've got. James, you and the beach are coming home with us forever. Not before we fumigate the bugs, of course. Yeah, honey, honey, honey.
Stop! Stop it right now! You are mean, nasty, horrible people, and I will not let you hurt my family!
Oh, Peach, she's falling. Watch me alive.
Is it wrong that I don't feel sad?
Of course not.
How do you feel, James? I feel relieved. Those 2 monsters can never hurt anyone ever again.
I think I'll be heading off. But before I do, I just want to say thanks for saving my life, saving all of our lives, and showing us not all humans are that bad. You're a good kid, James. A very good kid. I'm gonna.
Where do you go when you're back on the ground? Safe in the arms of the family you found. How do you know it's a place where you won't be alone? 'Cause when you get there, it feels perfect. And when you get there, it's a place where you'll wanna stay. Where you know that the world is okay. And you finally found your way. You found your way home.
So, you mean I can really stay here with all of you?
Depends. Are you still going to be a pest?
Probably.
That sounds like family to me.
And what a peculiar family we are.
Unlike any family ever, and I wouldn't want it any other way. We held on through that storm, the clouds are finally parted, and we're safe and warm. Take a breath, sing a song, finally be landed right where we belong.
Unwind.
Unpack. We'll always have your back.
Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home, welcome home, my friend. We were lost at the sea, but you're safe here with me to the end.
We're staying right here.
Flooding out England's away.
Welcome home. And this family of ours went on to do some remarkable things.
I went on to be a world-famous designer of fabulous ships.
And I used my web to build the most amazing bridges the world has ever seen.
And I became a social activist moving bait. Both became insensitive terminology. You got me, I got you.
Always gonna be a California crew.
When you're down,
Feeling low.
Now you have a home where you can always go.
An open door.
a warm bed.
night. Suddenly we had the very best family in the entire world.
And as this enormous peach pit, we turned into the most wonderful family home, where this most unlikely family still lives today.
When James grew up, he traveled the world telling children everywhere about his amazing adventures on the giant peach. And that, my dear audience, is exactly what you have just seen. I told you it was all true.